One, two, one, two. All right, let's roll.
Welcome. You're listening to the Saddle Up Podcast,
Where we discuss everything related to UTRGV athletics, past or present. We'll catch up with old teammates, friends, and take you down memory lane.
with exclusive interviews.
This is the Saddle Up Podcast, the voice of your covered walkway streets.
So dope.
This is gonna be awesome.
Stay tuned for new episodes every week.
From Bronx Village to the Field House, we'll cover it all.
Hell yeah, dude. Carpe diem.
So saddle up and let's go.
Let's go. Saddle up, partner.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Saddle Up Podcast. Man, it's Friday, G.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that
Can't
we've
wait.
got this guest. We got another great one, played from 2014 to 2016. He's a Valley native. And G,
Yeah, can't wait.
we've been trying to get Kino on the show for a long time.
For
so
about nine to 10 years, and we've only been like in
Jeez.
existence for like a year and a half.
Okay.
yeah, Kino does not do anything unless Duke permits it and we sign off and everything. So shout out to Duke. I love you, Duke, man. Duke is a staple. But Kino Pistokache, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining the show. We're excited to have
Yes, sir. I'm happy to be here, man. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to finally be here with you guys. And I've watched several of y'all's podcasts, and I do enjoy them. I do. I like the
you.
history.
Well,
I
we
like,
don't, so it's okay.
I do.
I'm glad you
I
do.
listen to some, so it's pretty cool, man. So thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for the hoodies that you have to be delivered in the mail. Like that hoodie is super sweet. I don't know where you got it from.
Yeah.
I haven't
Y'all
worn
can-
this hoodie in a while, but I thought it was fit for this podcast. So
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of fit, you look like you're in shape, man. Tell us, what have you been up to?
oh man, what have I been up to? Well,
That's a loaded question, right, Kino?
I'd say me and Jesse have been really busy at the gym. That's where we're at most of the time, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
So just kind of always being in the gym space. I haven't been working out as much, but just I wanted, that's part of my New Year's resolutions moving into the next year. But we've just been busy, man, just trying to grow the gym and continue to get better at what we do. So.
And
Yeah.
and speaking of, so for those of you, the audience that doesn't know who Jesse is your brother, correct?
So yeah, Jesse's my younger brother. Jesse's my younger
and
brother.
Y'all have the Pistokache Gym, and where is it located in the Valley? Like, plug it. I mean, that's something to be proud of.
Sure. So our gym, Pistokache Gym, where we're located in FAR, right off the expressway, where the 281 and the 83 meet, kind of just
Okay.
in that vicinity. That's where we're at, and we do we work with a lot of basketball players from all over the Valley, from Roma to Brownsville, and then we do strength and conditioning for athletes as well, where we work with basketball players, football, volleyball, and then we also have a women's fitness program, which is called Babes and Barbells. So those are 3 programs that we have at our facility, and we have coaches for each of the programs.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. Yeah,
That's
we're
awesome.
open
Shout
every
out
day.
to Big Andy Signs, because I know he kind of helps out in coaching
He
and
does, man.
and working kids out over there. And I mean, every time I see him post, he's putting in work with the little kids and getting their footwork right. So shout out to Big Andy.
Yeah, having Andy part of our program, he started, I asked him about it in the summertime, and he's like, well, yeah, sure, I can come in and step in and help. And then after a couple of weeks, hey man, I really like this. And I said,
Yeah.
okay, cool, man. He said, I'd like to come more. So I said,
Yeah.
awesome, man. So, having him there, one, he's a great coach. So the kids really, and he's got that authoritative voice. So the kids really pay attention to him, and he's got great knowledge. And I think most importantly, he loves it. So he's passionate about it. So it works tremendously well having him there.
Yeah. It also helps that he's 6'8", 450. So
He's lost about 40
450?
pounds. He's lost about 40 pounds. Yeah.
No.
So because
Andy's my guy. Andy's my guy. He's gonna listen to this episode, and he knows
Disclaimer.
I'm giving him shit. But yeah, that's my guy right there.
Yeah, he's lost some weight, man. And
There you
when he
go.
first got started, he's like, yeah, hey, I needed to get him some apparel to wear. And he's like, you got any 3X, 4X? He's like, dude, I don't have that, man. I only have 2X. So it was the shirts would fit him really low. And then after a while, they started to fit him good. I said, hey,
Yeah.
man, maybe we don't need to upgrade to the 3X. So
Yeah, that's
he's
awesome,
doing
man.
good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Keep it up, Andy. You're
Yeah.
doing
Yes.
God's work, and so are you and Jesse, man. And
Yeah.
Duke, your dad, Duke was the staple at the games. You guys would come to the games all the time. I remember seeing you guys, and Duke, your father, is just an amazing person. So shout out to Duke as
Thank
well.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's Kino, we always talk about, what you're doing. I know that what you're doing now is special, man. And you got some really good coaches that are coming and working with y'all, experienced, knowledgeable coaches. I can attest because my son Aiden, that plays for St. Joe right now, trained during the summer at the Pistokache Gym. And just to let you know, man, he's the leading scorer on his team right now. Dropped
Good.
28 in his last game. He's doing really well. But when you think about guys like Aiden at 17 years old, what was your mentality like at that time? What was your mentality like in high school, and then going into college and playing, and then getting motivated, right? Being motivated to help the kids from the Valley, because man, we all know that there's so much potential here, but we got to squeeze that potential out of them. What got you started, man, in that road of being that faithful, loyal servant to the Valley?
That's a great question, G.
I would say, that the mentality part and the training part, like actually working towards something, started probably when I was in 7th going to 8th grade, and my brother was, I think, 5th grade. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
But just getting involved with actually working towards something. So starting training, working out. Prior to that, our only basketball experience was just in middle school or at the Boys and Girls Club. But working out and then seeing that, okay, I did this, I put in this work, and this is what happens on the court. Okay, so then what if I do, this times more, then I get this, and that's kind of what we replicate. We try to replicate that thought into a lot of the kids that we work with at the gym. A lot of the kids we work with at the gym, they're trying to make the team for the first time. They're trying to be a starter. They want to come for that all district, all Valley selection. So, being able to teach them that, look, guys, you put in the work, therefore you deserve to have this, and that connection between the two is so important for, especially as a kid, that, wow, if I work hard, this is what I get. And, once they're done playing basketball, they can take that into the workforce, into life.
It's a recipe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're giving them the recipe.
Yes.
Wow.
And as far as the mindset for me and Jesse down here, we'd always wanted to be, look, we can't have the same work ethic as our peers. We always have to who are some of the best players in the state, in the country, kind of holding ourselves to a higher standard in our training and everything. And ultimately with the mindset and putting in the hours and everything, that's ultimately what led to the formation of our gym in the backyard. So
the backyard. That's right.
I remember that's where it
you-
started. I remember
Yes.
that's where the gym started. Yeah.
That's where the gym started. And I built it. I had a little place where me and Jesse can train. And then eventually our buddies would come over.
Yep.
We'd all work out as a team. And then little by little, we had just random people come into the backyard to work out. So that's how it all started.
You're like, hey, how'd you get this address, man?
You're telling your mom and your dad, don't worry about them. They're just roaming through the backyard. It's
okay. And look, in hindsight, I'm very appreciative of my parents to allow random people to walk towards the backyard to work out, so, that's not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah. Well, y'all have always been business minded, you and Jess, right? And like I said, I've known you guys for years now, and y'all have always had that, how can we turn an idea into a business or into profit or what have you? And so when seeing you guys have that little gym, on the side of your house, to now it being a full-fledged, like you said, in far right there by the expressway. I mean, that's unreal. And kudos to your determination and your drive to make this idea something, even more than just, a hobby that's, in the shed on
Right.
your property, so
Yeah.
kudos to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you
Man.
always, what high school did you go to when
I
you
went to Sherryland High School.
Sherryland? And was it always one of your dreams to play for at the time Pan Am, or was it you just wanted to play college
Man,
ball?
I can go. That's a good question, because the reason I actually even had any interest in basketball was because of and I don't remember the year. I think it was probably 01 or 02. I went
Okay.
to a Pan Am basketball camp. That was the
Okay.
first time I ever had any involvement in basketball, and that's where I fell in love with basketball, at a Pan Am
Okay.
basketball camp.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I used to always be at the university over the years. And my mom, she taught at Pan Am since like the mid 80s. So I would always be there in the summertime at the university, riding my scooter around campus, exploring. Me and Jesse would be, running around in the open field area where like the student union was. And so I kind of just grew up on the university.
Yeah.
Um, and then I started to go to the games as a kid. And, to me, that was like, wow, man. I would see like Kevin Mitchell, those guys, and I'm like, dude, like they're like celebrities to me and Jesse. And
Yeah.
it was that's where I got my start playing or really playing basketball.
How cool is it now that you can call, as a kid, you see like a Myrie or a Kevin or a G Garza, like those guys.
Yeah, probably not, but
Yeah, no, you're definitely a celebrity in my eyes, bro. So you see a guy like a Kevin or a Myrie, right, or a G, and then now to be able to like call them friends, like Myrie's still down in the valley, he's working with the Vipers. Kevin was really, really, involved in the basketball scene when he was living down in the valley. Like, how is it now to be able to call those guys friends and colleagues, and you were looking up to them, as a kid growing up?
That's awesome. And I was thinking about this the other day. Some of the kids that we get to train with us, they practice here, they train here, they're listening to their high school coach and their dad and everything. And
yeah,
for me, I remember that me and Jesse, we always had different people helping us out along the way, getting different perspectives on things, someone putting us through a workout, or someone coaching us, or watching a game with someone. So along the basketball journey, you get to meet different people and learn different perspectives. So like seeing these guys that I used to watch as a kid, ultimately becoming friends and building a relationship with them. It's like, man, that's all basketball. Through basketball, I met these people.
Well, it's that fraternity, right?
Yes.
Like you played 14 to 16, for Coach Hipsher, but you were part of that Pan Am or that Bronx or that Vaquero, whatever you want to call it. Like, you're part of that fraternity, that brotherhood of people that have suited up for the university. And even so, you're part of that brotherhood of very few Valley people or Valley athletes, men or women, that have suited up for the university that came from the Rio Grande Valley. So that's got to be exciting in itself.
I've got a fun fact. I'm the only person from the Valley who was on the basketball team for the last year of UTPA and the first year of UTRGV.
Yeah,
there you go.
Keno, I was just about to ask you that. I was looking at the years, because
Yeah.
I was teaching at the university with your aunt, by the way, Dr.
Okay.
Mata. Shout out to
Yes.
Dr. Mata.
Yes.
Shout out to Dr. Mata.
University of Texas, Brownsville. And when that's the year that happened. So we
Yes.
went from UTB that, dissolved, and then they created UTRGV.
So do you, that's a great trivia question that we could probably throw out later on down
Who
the
is the
line,
only guy
right?
from the Valley?
Yeah, exactly. But let me ask you this, and this is just between us girls, right? Do you still have the Bronx jersey and the Vaquero jersey? Did you keep your jerseys?
So I recently just moved houses last month, and I'm still moving, and I found both the jerseys actually, and they're in my closet right now. Yeah.
Kino, you got whenever you get to the house, you got to take a picture of both of them.
Please
and send it to us.
Send it to us.
Sure, I'll do that.
And we're gonna post the trivia question. Well, your name's on it, but no, show the front.
Show the front.
The front of the jersey.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, show us the front.
Who wore this?
Okay.
Who wore the only one in history to wear these two jerseys?
Only one. There you go. The only one from the Valley.
From the Valley.
Both the jerseys. Yeah, exactly.
Saddle up exclusive, man.
Yeah. Wow. So I guess, you've seen a couple of the episodes, but I guess growing up in the Valley, you're used to like the food scene and the restaurants. But when you were in college, where was some of the favorite places that you like to go and hang out with your teammates? And is there a favorite memory off the court that you have hanging out with teammates?
Man, there's some that I won't say. Obviously you can't do that, man. I remember this one time. I think we were in Pittsburgh for New Year's. It was New Year's Eve, and we had a really good time that night. We had a great time. We're right there by the water. That was a fun night. Of course, the Vegas trips for the WAC tournament were always fun. A little bit too much fun.
So you played in the WAC?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Cool.
Yeah, played in the WAC. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I just had a lot of memories, man. And as far as eating places with the guys, I mean. So the thing with me is because I live local, I still live at home. So I would just drive to university and drive back. So I was never there on campus. But anytime like the guys wanted to go somewhere, most of them didn't have a vehicle, so I'd pick them up in my little Honda, load up all the 6'8", 6'9" guys in the back seat.
Yeah, I know something about that, Kino.
Yeah, we know. I was that guy.
Or it's spring break, so I'm the guy. Everyone hop in,
hop in the Honda. Let's go.
G's got a car. Kino's got a car. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. What was the hangout spot there in McAllen? We had Club X. Kino, did you ever hear about that?
Club X.
We had Club X. We had Metropolis.
Which was the same club. It was like Pan Am, and then they rebranded it. Now it's Metropolis, right? So
yeah. We had hot spots on Olana. Man, it was just.
I think I still have a little bit of I think the black marker when I was 18. It's still tattooed on my hand, the black X, right? So,
No, I mean the spots to go to were just downtown McAllen, 17th Street. That was. I mean, I feel like that area's kind of died down a bit, but that was really the spot for. I'm gonna say maybe 8 years or so. That was really the spot, and you would see everyone there. So that's where we would go to, or there would also be some little get-togethers at the veranda. I don't even know if they're still called the veranda apartments. Sometimes.
We had Del Bosque apartments. That was ours.
Del Bosque, Del Bosque.
It's crazy just seeing both timelines.
If you swam in that pool, you probably didn't get COVID.
It
was like one of those things.
100%. Kino, what were your obviously basketball was a love of yours. I mean, so many things, right? But what was your passion growing up? I know that Matt alluded to you working out, and it looks like you're working out and whatnot. But do you have other passions outside of basketball?
Passions. Well, what I would say as I ventured into the whole gym business,
Yeah.
it's that's really where, my mind is at most of the time, man. Like when it comes down to it, I'm a really simple guy. I just like to go, I like to
Yeah.
run my business, grow, meet people, and then just hang out with friends.
I love
I'm
that.
very simple. I love to travel. I would say traveling is a passion of mine.
Yeah.
I like doing that. I like going different places, being spontaneous, um, and it just kind of adds to the whole kind of entrepreneur
Yeah.
feel that I have. But yeah, and having Jesse started working with me in the gym about maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years
Mhm.
ago, and working with him, we've really we've taken the work ethic that we had in training and on the court and take it into business, and it's been awesome so far.
Well,
Favorite place to travel if you can choose one spot.
Well, I haven't traveled enough places, so I've only been in the United States, but
Yeah.
favorite place, man. Oh, geez. Um, I had a blast out in Florida. Always have a great time out in Florida, in like the Tampa area, Clearwater. I like that. I like
Yeah.
water areas. I like
it's
that.
so
okay.
funny that you mentioned Tampa Bay. Like
Uh,
I'm sitting
yeah.
here,
It's
I'm
you know
sitting
what?
here
I don't know
looking
why
at
it's
you,
funny. I have
and
no idea why it's funny.
I'm looking at a dead ringer for Baker Mayfield. Like that is insane. So you do the Valley during the week, and then on Sundays you're Baker
You're playing
Mayfield.
for the
I totally
Buccaneers.
get
I
it.
got you, Keno. We got
Yeah.
you.
You got me.
Guilty. Guilty as
Shout out
charged.
to Baker Mayfield, Austin kid, Lake Travis. So there you go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, Keno, any shout outs, man, to some of your teammates from the
From
that
back in the day.
14-16 season, somebody that you'd like to shout out and somebody that you'd like to see on the show.
But
Oh,
you got to help us get them on.
Yeah.
sure. So I'd like to give a shout out to, some of my, so this is the cool thing. So a lot of, I had teammates from those 2 years where I was there who still work with me in the gym today, which I think is really,
Love
it's
that.
really special,
Yep.
man.
That's a
And,
testament to you. I mean,
and-
Yeah.
it's and that's because maybe we weren't even really close at the time, but what it is that kind of bond and that friendship has grown over the years, and that trust with one another, and the love of the game, to be able to teach kids and give back, so first shout out I like to give out to would be Adonis Rabigui. So he's one of our coaches at the gym. He's from Rwanda, and he played, I think he graduated in 2018. So he played, I
Okay.
think, like 3 years there. Chris Equinabe. So he's also down here. He's from Nigeria. He was my teammate for 2 years there. Let me see. Close guys. I'd also, another guy, two guys I'd also like to give a shout out to would be Shaquille
Yeah.
Hines.
Yeah.
He's crushing it out there, and I think he's in Japan.
Yep.
And just to see him still playing at an elite level, he was a very simple guy, very simple game, and just to see him still doing it and moving up is awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
And another guy who I think would also be really good to have on the show would be Everett Osborne. Everett,
Yes.
he was with me for 2 years there, and so funny story. We were teammates for 2 years. We were roommates whenever we would travel, and and actually I have another person I think would also be good. So, anyways, Everett Osborne was
Yes.
there on the team with me 2 years, and I was on YouTube, or I forgot, or I was watching TV, and I saw a commercial, and I think it was a LeBron James commercial. But I'm looking at the guy, and I'm like, wait a second, is that who I think it is? And it's legit Everett.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
in. I think it's a LeBron James commercial. I don't remember, but no, it's a Nike commercial. It was LeBron and Kevin Durant, and he's in there like he's like going one on one. I'm like, I was totally mind blown. I'm like, dude, what the? So I texted him. And I was like, dude, I was like, am I losing my mind? Are you in this commercial? But he's like, no, that's me. I'm like, dude, what in the world?
Yeah.
Okay, so it gets even crazier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I see him post on Instagram a trailer to some movie or whatever.
Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it and I'm like, whoa, whoa. I was like, Everett. I was like, is that you? Yeah, it's me. And I'm like, dude, what are the like? Okay, so
Yeah.
now you're gonna be this main character in this movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, and then actually prior to that, he posted a picture that he was gonna be at the All-Star game. This is a couple years ago. But I didn't know he was actually playing in the Celebrity All-Star
Celebrity game.
Oh, wow.
and
yeah.
I'm like,
And he
dude,
did well.
Everett.
He
Yeah,
did well.
I was like, dude, man, where
he scored
where
on
did this
Bieber,
come-
dude. I think you broke Bieber's ankles.
Yeah. So he'd be a great one to have on the show. Really cool guy, really, really down to earth.
All right.
And,
Well, you got to help us get Everett on the show.
Other
Definitely.
person I think would be this other guy, man, Ott Elmore. He played there. I think the same year as I played.
Yeah.
And his old, so after he left UTRGV, he went over to play with Marshall University out in West Virginia. And his brother was on the team. His younger brother was on the team for Marshall. And they made the NCAA tournament that year. Okay. And Ott, great guy, love Ott. Let's just say he doesn't have the most ideal physique. Okay. So in the second round of the tournament, West Virginia or Marshall is playing West Virginia. So they throw Ott out there to guard. I forgot whoever the top guy was. And Ott all of a sudden becomes an internet sensation overnight. He comes out on the cover of the New York Post, Twitter, everything. He's the number one talked about topic on Twitter that night. Because I guess, I don't know, he looked like a 40-something-year-old guy guarding, whoever the NBA prospect was. And I'll find it. I'll send it to you guys, man.
Great.
Please
And
do.
Ott was, and the thing is, Ott doesn't care, man. He looks like, he looked like 45 years old, but he went out there. He catches the ball, he's gonna chunk it. He does not care.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool, man. He became
awesome,
an
man.
internet sensation overnight. Got to play in the NCAA tournament. So I thought that was pretty cool, man.
And just because he looked old, basically, right?
he looks old.
He looks
old
seasoned.
in that
He
pic.
looks seasoned. Seasoned.
Yeah, I'll
He's-
send it to you guys.
The
That
best.
was probably one of the most random things I've ever seen, man. So I was like, dude, why is Ott trending on Twitter as the number one most talked about?
I mean, I kind of want to be your teammate now because you got a teammate that's in Hollywood and another one that's an internet sensation.
Branding.
Like,
Maybe
know?
you know what? Just having Keno on the show, it's going to take us to like
it's gonna take us.
unbelievable, heights. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
exactly.
hoping for that.
Just
We're-
give me a shout out, guys. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, no,
Shout
we
out.
we definitely will. We definitely will. So we got about 5 more minutes. I want you to give a plug. I know Thanksgiving was recently, and obviously people stuffed themselves with turkey and food and overindulged. Kind of plug the gym one more time, and then we'll get into G's questions. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's do my questions first, and then we'll end it with you plugging the gym and giving away I think for for you being thankful for the community and all that good stuff. Let you do your thing with giving away a training session to come and see you at your gym.
Yep.
But yeah, let's do the predictions questions first, so that we can end the show, man, on a high note.
Yep.
Not on G's questions, because we need to end the show on a high note, man. All right. All right. This is we're doing Wing Barn's bold buffalo sauce predictions. All
Yeah.
right.
Shout out to
So-
Wing Barn. It's dang good.
Shout out to Wing Barn, man. They hook us up with some gift cards to give away, and And Keno, I'm gonna bring some gift cards to you so you can give them away to some of your awesome players and athletes that come in and train with you. So let's do this, man. Let's just give me the prediction, see what you think. Fun questions. NBA champs 24-25. Who's it gonna be?
I'm probably just gonna. I'll keep it simple. I'm just gonna stick with the Celtics. So let's keep it simple.
We're gonna hold you to it, Keno. So every one of these we're coming.
I'm not a Celtics fan at all. I'm keeping it simple.
For the record, guys, Keno's not a Celtics fan. But
I'm a Spurs fan. But yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year. We may be about 5 years away from that.
Right.
So okay, we got all right, NFL champs 24-25.
Oh, geez.
Buccaneers. No.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
I'll go with Tampa Bay, man. Because of Baker Mayfield. I'll go with that. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
What if they do it? NBA Rookie of the Year. Ooh.
I don't even know who are some of the. I saw. I'll throw one out. Dalton Connect.
Yeah.
Oh, you are thinking the same thing. Yep.
Man, I was thinking the same thing too. Connect 4, baby. LA Lakers.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. NFL MVP.
I don't know, man. You guys may need to help me out with the NFL questions, man.
No, that's okay. Okay. I think right now it's between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
No, and you got to who
do you think?
Josh Allen too from Buffalo.
Oh man, so there's all 3 QBs.
All 3 QBs.
I'll go with Mahomes.
Okay.
I like that guess. Yep.
Yes.
He'll probably win it all too. You know that?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Last question, Keno. All right, man. You've never seen me play. I don't think you have. I don't know if you've seen Matt play,
Jeez.
but one-on-one, Matt versus G. I mean, this is going to put you on the map, man. It's going to, if you get this right, and we will play this game at some point, Matt, right?
What?
Up to 2
What?
Or up to 1,
Huh?
maybe? We'll play up to 1. Who wins in a one-on-one contest, Keno? Matt or myself? Matt's 6'10". You've seen me. I'm 6'1". I can shoot it. Matt can post me up. Who wins, man? The little guy or the big guy?
Oh man, I've played some pickup with Matt. I've seen him dunk it before.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen you shoot. I don't know, man. This is. Oh man, you know what? It's a new era. 3 balls the game. I'm going with G. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Keno. It was great having you. See ya.
Keno, you're a class act, man. You are a staple in the community. You're a motivation, man, for all of these kids that come and see you, man, and even more people that are going to watch this episode to really know who you are, what you stand for, and what you're trying to build in the Valley, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So
and please plug, man. Please plug.
Plug the gym.
Where we can come see you. Plug your gym, and then we'll call it a show, man. Thank you so much for being on. But go for it.
Yeah, guys. So, I mean, if anyone wants to learn more about the gym, you can check out our website at pistokachegym.com. And we work with basketball players all throughout the Valley. We do strength and conditioning for athletes, and we have a awesome, in my opinion, the best all women's fitness class in the Valley called Babes and Barbells. And we really do a phenomenal job in all 3 programs. And if anyone is watching this program, okay, DM us, find us on Instagram, Facebook at Pistokache Gym, and just mention Saddle Up Podcast, and we'll hook you guys up with some free sessions, man.
Oh my gosh, thanks. Do y'all offer day passes for anybody traveling outside of the Valley, into the Valley for business, or for to come for the holidays or whatever?
Yes,
Christmas?
yes.
Y'all offer day passes, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah,
Okay.
just mention Saddle Up Podcast, and you guys are in. So if you're in the Valley, if you want a court to shoot on, you want to lift some weights, you want to hop into a class or training session, just mention Saddle Up Podcast and you're good to go.
Well, hey, we're
Wow.
blessed. Thank you so much, Kino. That's an amazing gesture, and
Thank you.
we're blessed to have you on, like, you know, and have you part of the brotherhood. You know, G was on the team. I don't know if he played a lot, but no, I'm messing with you, G, but to
man,
have
yeah,
you part of the brotherhood, Kino, and to see the great work that you're doing within the community, you and your brother, hey, kudos to you, and however we can help you, let us know.
it's a family thing, man.
Yeah. You know, I you know, thanks for having me on, guys. I think this is really cool, you know, and I'm really excited to be on the show, man, and just talk to you guys and had a good time.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, till next time, but happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Kino, for the graciousness, and thank you for being who you are in the Valley, man.
Till
Saddle
next
up,
week, guys. Saddle up, baby.
Like we weren't supposed to come up with something this clean, you know, like something happened.